hope you're all well. As you can see, we're back in the Performance Centre here at West Wilts. Now, today we're going to do a little bit of a comparison between the SLAZENGER V100, so just a very cheap budget ball, and the Wilson Staff Duo Soft. So again, not an expensive ball, very good golf ball from all the reports that I've had from people. I haven't used it out on the golf course, so I thought it was a good opportunity to come in here and compare it to what we would term as a budget ball, well, cheap ball, and one that a little bit more expensive, but potentially is going to offer us better performance. We're going to have to see, obviously, in the figures. But I'm going to hit a few shots, see the results, walk you through them, and you can then make your decision on what you think is right for your game. Now, the SLAZENGER, I don't stock the SLAZENGER, it's just something that there was one in the late ball bin, so I took it out. It's brand new and there's not a mark on it, so it's someone's hit it once, I think, and then lost it. So it's a fair fight between the two. What I have and what is noticeable is the dimple patterns are very different, the feel of the cover is very different, just on a texture point of view. Anyway, let's get into hitting some shots. I'll show them to you, look. So Wilson, Duo Soft, and SLAZENGER, and V100. Okay, so what I did was I took 3 golf clubs and hit 5 shots with those golf clubs, and I used obviously each golf ball. Now on your screen you can see at the top there I've got SLAZENGER in red and the Duo Soft there in blue. Now I hit those shots with a 7-iron. The one underneath was a sand wedge, and the one at the bottom and on the second page is the driver. So I'll come on to the driver in a second, but I'll concentrate on the 7-iron and the wedge to start with. Now when we look at the 7-iron shots, there isn't a huge amount of difference, which is quite interesting. So distance fairly comparable, given the fact that I was slightly faster in terms of club head speed. The accuracy, again, slightly better with the Duo Soft, but not a huge amount in it. The key thing that I would say with all the shots I hit, the Duo Soft felt softer. It was a lot softer, to be fair. It was very noticeable, particularly on the wedge shot. Now coming on to the wedge shot, if we look, again, accuracy was fairly comparable, although I felt I had a little bit more control over the Duo Soft. But the key thing here is the backspin. If you look at that, Colin, pause the video, have a look and see obviously the difference. The Duo Soft spun more, so you're going to get a lot more control around the greens, which is obviously very important. We need that stopping ability, especially if we're going over an object or over something like a bunker, and indeed coming out of the bunker. So the Duo Soft definitely won out there. Now if we go on to have a look at the driver, so the driver results, again, like the wedge, I think are quite interesting. You can see my swing speed, ball speed is fairly comparable. In fact, I was slightly faster with regard to the SLAZENGER golf ball. Only 1 mile an hour, but obviously can make a difference. 2 miles an hour, just under, with regard to the ball speed. Now if we come across and have a look at, again, the spin rates, this time we've got it in reverse. The lower spin rate is through the Duo Soft, and the higher spin rate is through the SLAZENGER. Now again, that's going to be very significant in terms of distance. So we are going to see an increase of distance with a decrease of spin. Now with regard to the averages that we can see there, we haven't got a huge difference. However, there is a lot more potential in that Duo Soft golf ball, given the fact that I hit the longest drive with it. So I was up at the 304 mark there, and that is quite a jump with regard to the longest I hit with the SLAZENGER. And in fact, it was an 8-yard increase, so we're looking at about a club shorter into the green. So given the fact that the Duo Soft spins more with a wedge, but spins less with a driver, is a big advantage. So that Duo Soft is definitely outperforming the SLAZENGER, and worth paying a little bit more. And you're not paying an awful lot more. The SLAZENGER is obviously a very cheap golf ball, and in this case it was a lake ball, but I think definitely the Duo Soft's worth the extra. Hope that all helps, and hopefully you'll get a chance to go out and maybe give them a try. And I've got a few packs here that you can have. So first come, first serve, and you can take them out on the golf course and give them a try. Thanks very much. Hope you're all well, and hopefully see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.